is Chris, and I'm Cindy, and this is our salty dog Trooper and our salty kitty Stella, and we've got some salty tales to tell you. So make sure you continue watching and also click the subscribe button so you don't miss any in the future. I am trying to get a smell out of the boat. There is like just a little smell. It's not like stinky, you know. It's not like you walk in the boat and go, oh, you know. It's just a little like you know, just a little. And it was kind of like this when we bought it, and then it just seemed like it just didn't get any better. It has gotten a little bit worse. So Chris did clean the coils on the air conditioning system. He did that at the end of last season. That made a huge difference. So we think that was part of the problem. We think there's several issues. If you look at the headliner, it's hard to see in this lighting, but you can see there's like some dark areas. My suspicion is there could be mold up there. We don't know, but if there is mold, we need to kill it and then get rid of the smell, because that can be extremely hazardous to your health. And I already have health issues with my autoimmune disease, so we don't want to add to that. And also the carpet. We were going to rip the carpet out this past winter and put wood floors in, but we kind of ran out of time because we had to replace the engines on the other boat. And I mean, you've seen it. If you're watching our channel regularly, you know why we didn't have time to do the wood floors. So we didn't clean the carpet when we got the boat because we were like, it's fine, we're going to be ripping it out, not a big deal. Well, we didn't rip it out, and we're using it this season as is. Until we get the other boat squared away, we're not doing any huge projects on this boat. So the carpet could also be an issue. And then we also think we need air purification. So we have several steps that we're going to complete. And the first one is I'm actually here today. We would normally do it, but Chris is still working all that crazy overtime. So I am here with our carpet cleaner. So I am going to clean the floor, the carpets on the floor. Then we have a smaller carpet cleaner that's more portable that I'm going to come in and use in any nooks and little tiny areas, because this big one doesn't have an attachment. And then I'm also going to use that one on the headliner, and I'm going to use like a mold killer, whether it's bleach or solution. I'm going to look into it. And then we'll probably clean the air conditioning coils again. And then we're going to get an air purifier. So I think between all of those steps, we will have a very fresh, clean smelling boat. But I think our biggest thing is because the smell isn't that bad. It's just, I want to make sure we're breathing healthy air on the boat, because breathing unhealthy air can be very detrimental to your health. So that's the plan. What's funny is our bathrooms smell super fresh and clean. That is not the problem at all. It's just a little bit of a funk. It's not oh God, it's so weird. It's hard to describe, but it just smells a little musty, I guess. But then on top of all of this, our air conditioning system has decided to not want to work properly anymore. And it wasn't working properly when we got the boat, but it was working. Now it's either heat or fan. We cannot get it to turn to AC. So we have a few different things that we need to figure out with that, because when we're not at the boat, we can't leave the heat running. It's 77 degrees out, and it gets so hot in here, which is why I'm standing in our stateroom, because this hatch lets the coolest air blow in, and I just got here to the boat, so I'm trying to cool off because it's really steamy in here. So yeah, there's several issues going on, but we are going to address them because we want to make sure that we're breathing healthy air. And unfortunately, our air conditioning system on this boat is dated. It's old. I think it's original. And we need control panels, like the panels that, like the panel that would go there. Here, I'll show you. We have one over here. Look, it's on heat. It's heating the boat. So we need these control panels. And unfortunately, they don't make replacements. So to find one, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And we tried, 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 and we kept looking. All winter we were looking. So we have somebody working on repairing the one that's missing from the stateroom. Because that was the one that was not working at all. And then if they can get that one repaired, we'll have them do the other one. The reason we didn't do both at once is because we wanted to be able to run heat and air conditioning temporarily, and the air conditioner was still working last year. We just couldn't adjust the temperature on the panel that's here, but we were like, it was fine because it was like set to be at like 69 degrees, and it was okay. It was a little chilly, but then it was fine. We were like, that's fine. But now that one is not working. It just, we think it's actually the sensor, the temperature sensor now. And my theory is because it's located in a bilge, maybe the water temperature is keeping it super cool down there, so it's not kicking over. I don't know. So we got to figure it out though, because I mean, air conditioning on a boat, it is a luxury, but we live in New England and it gets really hot and humid in the summer. And if we don't have that, it gets very hot and humid in the boat, which then you get moisture and mildew and just all sorts of nasty stuff. So we could run a dehumidifier, or we could get a portable AC unit, or we can fix the problem, which is what we're looking to do. So there you go. I'm gonna get to cleaning the carpet. You don't even want to know. Okay, let me get it better. Well, so the carpets are cleaned, but because the AC doesn't work and only the heat works, it's really hot in there. And so I had dry hair when I started. That's all we're gonna say. I'm a little sweaty, but anyway, the carpet's clean. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better, but I had to get out of there because I was dying, and I'll show you guys in a few hours once it starts drying a little bit better. I'm excited. So at the boat, day 2, cut my thumb real good on a folding chair. But anyway, so the carpet came out really clean. And so then I brought our portable carpet cleaner down, and I did all of the edges where I couldn't get with the big one. I got the stairs much better. Now this down here used to have rustings all over it, and that came out pretty good. Actually, I should probably hit that one more time. But unfortunately, the headliner's not, I think it's mold. I wanted to just use carpet cleaner to see, and you can see, like, that's not wet. Like, that, the darkness in it is what we're finding. So I don't know if it's mold or not, but we ionized the boat. So if it is mold, it's not live mold anymore, because that'll kill it. And then I think we're probably going to use like a mold spray with bleach in it, and just soak the whole headliner in that, and let it dry. Obviously, when we're not going to be staying at the boat, I think, other than replacing it, which I don't want to do, I think that's what we're going to do. But yeah, we have all that. And the boat smells better, but there's still a boat smell. So stay tuned for what we have next, because we're pretty excited about what we're going to be installing to purify our air. But it's a secret. I don't know who else thinks this is satisfying, but this is the water from the carpet. That is so disgusting. Oh my God, just knowing that was in our carpet, it's so disgusting. So yeah, no more breathing that into our lungs. Yeah, and then Chris is working on his own project. We are sealing this, what do you call it? What is this?
Floor hatch.
Floor hatch. Because unfortunately there are no drains installed in it. So the way this boat is designed is you have like your regular hatch where you can access your engine room, but then you have this giant floor hatch where you can uninstall the back seat, uninstall the stairs, all that, and then you can undo the floor hatch if you ever needed to replace like your engines, which is a nice feature, but there are no drains installed in that. So the water just pulls up in it and then it drains into that cockpit locker. And it also just sits there. So there's always water constantly. And then there is water getting into the engine compartment. So Chris is sealing it. He's filling it with foam and then he's going to caulk over it so it can be temporary. You'll be able to just pull it right out if we ever needed to open that. Hopefully we don't. So yeah, just getting a couple projects done and then we're going to pick up Troopy Doopy and bring him down here for the night. Which I don't know if he'll be excited, but he was devastated when we left without him. So I think he'll be excited because he's with us. So he already did this side. Now he did under the stairs, he did under the hatch. And now my main squeeze is doing over here.
That's right.
Is this ready to shut?
Yeah.
You got it? That's the culprit. That little thing. Small. We have to replace it. So we noticed last year that it didn't seem to be working good. Well, Chris noticed, and then this year it didn't seem to be working much at all. The bilge, the more forward part of the bilge was filling with some water, and then it would end up coming to the back of the boat, and then the other bilge pumps would pump it out because that one didn't want to work. It did have some loose wires and we reconnected them and it tried to kick in, but it just didn't. So we're just going to replace it. So it's funny, we haven't even gotten through our list of, you know, everything we wanted to do to get the boat in the slip. And we've got new problems arising, but that's, you know, anybody that has a boat knows that's how it goes. Break out another 1,000. Right, Chris?
Yeah, except the boat like this is break out another 10,000.
Yeah. No, the other one was. Well, Trooper is back with us at the boat, and we're just finalizing a couple of little projects before we take a quick boat ride. But he is super chill because he has his CBD in him. Are you sleepy? first boat ride of the season with our Trooper Duper. He's got CBD cookie, calming treat, Serenia. It's all in him. I think he's feeling pretty alright. Right, Toopy Doop? Captain. Stop that! You're adorable. Yes. So it was supposed to be like 0.2 feet on the waves and like maximum 7 knots of wind, and everybody that's coming in is like, it's choppy out. And I was like, oh no. So we'll see. We're just taking a quick boat ride and then anchoring up at Duck Island, which is right out the mouth of the marina. Yeah. So enjoy with us. We just got back from our maiden voyage with Trooper Doo, and he survived. He didn't love it, but he survived. And it went okay. He did all right, and we did all right. And we're excited that we went. It was nice. We just rafted up with some friends and just did our thing for the day. And it was a good ride. And coming in, we had so much help from all the dock. Like, look at everybody.
See, now we started to get nice. Yeah.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.